Yes, it's about time I talked about some Thundercats toys. So, this is part of the Thundercats Classics Edition, which I believe made their debut at Comic-Con this year. I think so. Every time I see a listing for this online, it's always like Comic-Con exclusive or something. And yet I have one, so I don't know. These are, yeah, like I said, part of the Thundercats Classics Edition. WilyKat and WilyKit, the kittens. Yeah, so I got these through a website called MattyCollector.com, a site I vaguely knew about. If you remember a while back, I re-uploaded an old video of my friend Brian unboxing his Voltron figures that he got from MattyCollector.com. Matty Collector kind of specializes in a lot of like the updated versions of classic toys. Like they have Thundercats, they have Masters of the Universe, they have Ghostbusters, I think, DC characters, I think. They got a whole bunch of stuff on their website. The thing about them, though, is whenever they release something new, it's like almost instantly gone. Like they're very hard to get a hold of. And I was trying to get a hold of some of the classic Thundercats, but they kept selling out. And I saw these, and on Black Friday, I guess they restocked, and they also put these on sale. So I took the opportunity to get it, and yeah, I got that too. Incidentally, I also got, for some reason, I bought Pumaira. For Pumaira, who is literally the least interesting character from the show. The original show, by the way, not the reboot. In reboot, she was very interesting, but yeah, she was a new character they introduced in the original show, and I really don't remember much about her. I think her thing was that she jumped high, and that's it. That was her whole shtick. In fact, I remember there was I'm going off on a tangent here, but I remember a part way like later in the series where Thundera, the planet that the Thundercats came from, that was destroyed, suddenly came back for plot convenience, I guess. I don't know. And so all of the Thundercats went off to go visit it again, but they couldn't leave Third Earth defenseless, so they left behind Pumaira. And they left behind Tigra too, which is that's a shame because I really like Tigra. But yeah, I just found it funny. Like Pumaira, you stay here and watch the planet while we're gone. Yeah, but this gives you a good idea of the quality of the figures. They got a lot of articulation. They come with a lot of accessories, extra hands. Not really sure what that is. I don't remember her using that. Then again, I don't really remember what her weapons are. I guess she used a whip, some kind of bola whip, a ninja. I guess she had like ninja weapons or something, although they could have just updated this. But yeah, I don't know why I bought her. I think it's because she was the only other Thundercat available at the time. Because they had Lion-O, and I wanted to get him, but I've heard not too many good things about the Lion-O figure for this line, sadly. But I would have still liked to have gotten a hold of them. So yeah, the only ones available at that time were Pumaira and the kittens, which I actually really like the set for the kittens, because, well, for one, you get two in there. You get two figures. And also, this box actually unfolds to a nice display stand, but unfortunately, we won't get a chance to look at that right now. They also come in, when they ship them to you, they come in these really nice boxes. There you see you got some artwork on there, and of course the one the kittens came in were a little bit bigger, like that. I don't know if I can show the whole thing. Yeah, there they are. Very nice. A little scuffed up from the mail, but that's fine. So let's take a look at this. You got a nice big set in there. There's WilyKit, there's WilyKat. You got a bunch of their weapons, ropes, smoke grenade, and their hands right there. They also got their hoverboards. I like how the grenade is like smoking, like it's already active, like he's holding it and he forgot that he activated it. It always amazes me, especially now that I'm adult, that they had some of the most dangerous weapons of any of the characters, because they had their ropes, which they used for the lassos and different things, but they also had these like bags of bombs. In fact, in the intro to the original show, you see WilyKat jumping out of the forest and just dropping grenades on the mutants. It's just who entrusted the children with the explosives? Jeez. Well, anyway, you see, I like the logo here. It looks almost identical to the logo for the DVD set. Get some more artwork there. WilyKat. There's more artwork there. WilyKit. That's actually different artwork too, which is really cool. On the back, really nice illustration. And you got some, in case you weren't aware who the kittens were. No matter how young or small, this dynamic twin duo are key members to the Thundercats. Yes, because they carry all the explosives. Excuse me. Key members of the Thundercats team and important to the group's survival on Third Earth. Really? Because I remember them causing a lot of trouble. WilyKat, the younger sister, and WilyKit. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. I thought it said WilyKat, the younger. I missed the and. Okay, I can't read good on the spot. Whatever. They live to make mischief and playing jokes. Luckily, their playful antics have a purpose. Whatever, man. You don't need to read these. See, you got 2 hoverboard stands included. So yeah, really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and open these because I don't think these are gonna depreciate in value. They're meant to be displayed and all that. Adult collectible. Yes, no children allowed. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut and open these up and get them displayed. I would do it on camera, but unfortunately I only have this little shelf to properly display toys on, and I don't really have a better place I can do this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut away, and I'll be back as soon as I get them out of their isolation chambers. Thundercats are loose. Yes, we're back, and I got them out of their package eventually. Boy, that was a lot of a lot of tape and a lot of ties. Yeah, so they're pretty good figures. You'll notice they're standing a little awkwardly, but you'll see why in a second. As far as joints, they got a nice loose head joint, so you can very easily move the head around. Shoulder joint, elbow joint. Their hands will rotate because they have interchangeable hands. I actually thought that the thing WilyKat was holding was a thing, but no, it's actually a completely separate hand. So that was a weird thing to have. I thought maybe that just came off. Hip swivel, leg joints are nice. A little give on the feet there. Yeah, they're pretty good figures. A lot of detail too. Very character accurate, as you can see right there. Very nice. I like them a lot. I think maybe the skin tone is a little bit darker than it was in the series. Maybe? I don't know. I could be mistaken. But as you can see, one of the problems... Well, now he's working. One of the problems I had when I was setting up is they're a little bit awkward to just stand on their own. Kid is alright. She stood up pretty well. Same deal with her joints. Her head is very big on account of her little puff of hair that she has. Or not little, but it's big. But yeah, it makes her a little bit top heavy. So I had a little trouble getting her up, but I eventually got it. But yeah, I don't think these were meant to be displayed like this. I'm pretty sure they were meant to be on their boards, which they do have, which look just like in the show. So you can put them on their board. There you go. There, now he'll stand up better. So you can have their boards. Let's put her on there. Yes, there you go. You got to have them in that nice surfing pose. Get on there. And there it is. And actually the boards still have a little trouble standing up, but luckily they give you a couple of stands, so we can put these on there like that. And hopefully that works. Yeah, a lot of times with these more articulate figures, I have issues like getting them to work for me, but I think this is probably the worst time I've had trying to work with one of these. Alright, yeah, what's interesting is the boards apparently have like a little ball joint there. You can display them in weird ways. It's very tight though, so you have to be very careful with it. Alright, come on, get on your board. Oh, you mischievous Thunder Kittens. There she goes. Yeah. Alright, will she stand up, though? Yes. Yes, she will. Thank God. Alright, WilyKat, get on your stand, on your board. Let's give him a little more angle. See, it would have been nice if they maybe had different heads, too. Maybe have them, because they kind of have the sort of blank stares as they're, surfing around on their futuristic hoverboards. Just it looks a little strange to me. I don't know. As far as accessories go, they each get their lasso. WilyKat looks more like Tigra's whip a little bit, and Kit has I guess more of a lasso thing. They also had ones that you can just, if you don't want them to display with their weapons, you can just put these in the back right there so that they have them on there. That was one of the things I heard about the Lion-O figure, is that he has the claw shield, but apparently he has it like permanently on his belt or something like that. And you can also like interchange it with his hand, so it's weird. Like it looks like he has two different claw shields, which I thought was kind of weird. And you got some extra hands. There you go. There's two for Kit, and they're both like kind of relaxed but pointed. And you get two for Cat, which one is to hold his whip, and another one that's kind of relaxed and pointed. And you get, I find it funny that Cat gets more hands than Kit, but I don't know. I guess it's just to have this. Again, I kind of wish they had one of these for her too, but what are you gonna do? They're still pretty good figures, despite being very unimpressed that they're flying around on their boards. But what are you gonna do? I guess they're used to it. All right, so while we're here, I think it would be kind of interesting to look at some other figures. So let's push these guys off to the edges here. Have them kind of on the side. So I decided, since I ordered these, I will go get the other figures I have of WilyKit WilyKat from the original line. You want to see what their first figures look like? Yeah. These were the very first WilyKat and WilyKit figures. These were just ordinary PVC figurines, I guess. They're not even really action figures. And I believe these came packaged with Chitara and Tigra, maybe? I'm pretty sure that's who that was. But yeah, this is all they got from the original series, and not really much to say about them. He's like very orange for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Kit looks a little bit better, but check out that face. Oh God, I don't think that's WilyKit. I think that's Mumra in disguise. Jesus Christ. I also like that they're in kind of like a interpretive dance pose. Like they're just standing there. I don't even know what they're supposed to be doing. They're just standing there, holding up their hands. Like they're part of some kind of musical. See, I would like to make some kind of musical joke, but I don't think there's any musicals involving cats. Oh well. Anyway, so those were their first figures. But luckily, down the road, they actually got proper figures if they can stand up. I don't think... Dang it. Stand up. There you go. Yeah. So these were actual proper action figures they released later on. Of course, they got their basic articulation, legs, arms, head. Still very, not as orange as his little PVC figure, but they're getting a little closer to what he's supposed to be. Oh god, that face though. Look at that. Oh man, a little too much eyeshadow there. I think Kit doesn't fare much better. Oh gosh, she's still got the red eyes. A little more derpy for this one. Not so much the possessed look, but yeah. See if we can get her to stand. There we go. All right, so they only had the only accessory they had was one of their boards, which looked like this. Not accurate, obviously, but it was more intended to get them to stand up. And the way they mount on these things is kind of weird because they have to slide their foot in there and then go into the little peg. And yeah, there it goes. I only have one, sadly. So until a cheap one pops up on eBay, y'all got to learn how to share. They're good kids, right? They know how to share. All right, so those were the figures from the vintage line, the original line, excuse me. There we go. Now, what the heck? Let's look at the reboot figures. So here's the ones from the 2011 reboot. Yeah, let's zoom in on those. Oh, don't they look cute? Yeah. There we go. Aw. I really love the 2011 reboot of Thundercats. I actually have an entire, complete collection of the toys of the reboot Thundercats in their packages. I was actually gonna feature them in an episode of From the Toy Bin, but it's gonna take a lot of time to go through all those. So I'll probably do it at some point though. But anyway, let's take a look at the kittens here. Very, very nicely detailed. The other characters in the line were more articulate. They had like elbow joints and shoulder joints. These not really so much, just again your basic stuff. Legs, actually the legs don't really do a whole lot. So pretty much these are actually a downgrade from the from the vintage figures. So you just get arms and a head. See, WilyKit. Yeah, very nice. I really liked them in the series. They were mischievous, but they were also very sympathetic. And she comes with her flute that she had, which is funny because WilyKat comes with. Oh no, I dropped it. He comes with these, which were the little claws that he used to grab onto things. And I guess he can't really hold them that well. I'll pick that up in a second. And of course they got their boards. Let's zoom out. See, there's one. That's actually Kit's board. And well, whatever. What's funny about these is they actually have their tail is very solid, which lets them stand up very easily. A really good action figure design will get them to stand up very easily. So this is very nice. Also, it has a hole in it, which is which is what holds them on their board. So, and the board comes with wheels, which they did not have. They're hoverboards. Also, they do this. I don't remember what that does in the series, but maybe they were supposed to be like weapons. I don't really remember. Oh wait, does it do something else? I guess it opens up. It's like scissors or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the series. I really liked it though. I wanted it to succeed so badly, but unfortunately, it did not. Thanks, Cartoon Network. If it wasn't apparent by the fact that I have the complete set of figures in package. So yeah, these are really cool. I like this set of figures too. There's just in general, but I'll probably talk more about them when the time comes, when I get around to doing the video on them. Alright, well, those are the figures for WilyKat and WilyKit of Thundercats. This was a very, very specific video that I did. Let's say we do like a little evolution of the characters line up here. See if we can get these together properly. Put that there, put that there, move up here. Okay. No, you dropped your... Oh, no, everyone's falling. Look at that. Look at that. She got knocked over, and she still stood up. So that's a good design right there. Put that there, and let's move these two behind them. This is a nice little visual. I like this. Let's move that. And let's move the camera over just a tiny bit. There we go. We have the whole... Well, I like how tiny these are compared to these. What's funny, the kittens, I think they were supposed to be 12 in the original series. These, I guess these would be like if they were, I don't know, 5 years old or something like that. But yeah, that's the kittens. We got the original PVC, we got the proper action figure, we got the reboot action figure, and now we got the classics edition. So quite an interesting journey these kids have gone on in terms of action figures. So yeah, that's them. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Now I have a lot of cleaning up to do. Excuse me.